Hi and welcome to the daily scopes for the 25th of July. So yeah, from the 25th of July at 7:02 AM to the 27th of July at 7:51 PM, the moon is passing through the constellation of Gemini. So when the moon is in the constellation of Gemini, there can be an increase in the need to spill tea, to gossip, to talk about things before you think about them. You also, on the plus side, have the ability to pay attention to details in all forms of selling, marketing, and persuasive speech or action is also favoured right now as well. But mind and thoughts can just be going a bit haywire, so try and do things to relax if you're affected by that. People can also be clinical and cool in their emotions right now. Extra luck can be found also in well thought out trading, especially day trading, speculation. If you plan a strategy, that can do well while the moon's in Gemini. Logic can control emotions, as I said earlier. So if you have work that needs to be completed, despite how you're feeling, this energy can carry you through, helping you to push emotions aside and just focus on whatever you need to get done. When the moon is in Gemini, your home and workplace can become hubs of entertainment or discontentment. There can be a lot of fun, excitement, or it can become a bit conflictual. People wanting to talk over each other and just increasing arguments over whose opinion's right and whose opinion is wrong at this time. Basically, because you and others can talk each other to death or pleasure, there can be more impulsive behaviour, causing poor performance at work or at home. Still, if you make your mind up to be patient and to concentrate, you will achieve your objectives. Although you may want to jump from one task to the next, one person to the other, it's best not to. Consistency will win the day. You may not get all you want to get done, but you'll make great progress over the next 2 days if you just try and stay a bit focused and concentrate. Whilst the moon is in Gemini, if you're a gardener, it's good for gardeners to store fruits, bulbs and roots, great for cultivating your ground and planting melon and other seeds. Also on the 25th of July, Venus makes a Sesquiquadrate C-square to Saturn that enters on the 24th of July at 6:28 AM and lasts until the 25th of July at 8:02 PM, strongest around the 25th of July at 1:15 AM. So this is a subtle energy. Again, you'll be more affected by it if you've got strong Venus or Saturn aspects or placements in your natal chart. But it's a good energy to tap into, to focus on what needs to be done rather than let your emotions stop you from your responsibilities. So going back to the high issues of that Mercury C-square Neptune transit that ends today, talked about in yesterday's horoscope. So this energy again allows you to push through those emotions and to reach your commitments. Of course, if you feel that you need some time out, of course, deal with your emotions because your health is the most important thing. This over emotive energy can cause tensions in relationships. Any bosses, co-workers or business partners may complain about your lack of productivity right now, or you may be the one who's disappointed with other people's performance at this time. Refusing to talk about emotions may push others away, temporarily or for good. Lacking care and concern for other people's feelings may also do this. So yeah, if you're the overly logical type or rational type, just try and have a bit more patience with the more emotive types. And if you're more emotive, tell your logical friends to just have a bit of patience with you. There can also be a lacking of emotional warmth in intimate connections, can be worrying about physical, emotional, psychological or spiritual sort of health at this moment as well, which can cause you and others to close down from your feelings. So you and others may feel depressed and down due to not having what you want, not being able to meet the demands of paying your bills and all the rest of it. And this can lead to anxiety, depression, which is very real. We're all going through that sort of like stress right now, but just try and make a plan and be gentle with yourself and know that time will pass and you can get through this. If you are experiencing any sort of problems, seek out professional advice and support as well. There can also be silly arguments over things such as who didn't do the washing up, and this can cause big repercussions over the smallest things, people blowing things out of proportion. The best use of this energy of Venus, C-square, Saturn, Sesquiquadrate, Saturn is to use your, if you have, especially if you can be the more self-centered, egotistical, selfish type, use your talent, beauty and other resources to help others, spending time volunteering for charity, such as one that looks after elderly or disadvantaged people in society, giving instead of taking, loving instead of hating. And if you don't have resources to sell or let alone meet your own needs, just try and be a bit more gentle with yourself. Do some self-care, some real authentic self-care. Sit with your emotions, because sometimes we're running from these emotions, but what we need to do sometimes is sit with them, feel them, let them out, and then once we've done that, then we receive some sort of inner guidance that can help us move forward. And again, if you need support at this time, if you're in the UK, you can reach out to Samaritans or any other bodies like that. Or if you're experiencing financial problems, reach out to financial organisations, which you can find by searching. Also on the 25th of July, Venus makes a square to Jupiter. This enters on the 24th of July at 11:10 a.m. and lasts until the 26th of July at 3:12 a.m. Strongest today at 7:12 a.m. on the 25th of July. So this energy can also make you be more focused. So your emotions may stop you from working, but this energy may make you more focused and play and not your work. So there's a lot of things distracting you from concentrating today. Doing things to excess can also be in high key, speaking a lot of lies, cap and embellishing things. This square makes you simply want to get loose and have a party, putting on your best drip, wanting your best clothes for the older people like me out there, wanting to look your best. So escapism really, and this adds to the escapism of the sort of like day, can also make you not want to face those emotions what Venus, C-square, Saturn wants you to do. You and others may not want to be low-key right now. You may just want to be spending money what you may not have on the finest thing of life, because you're like, oh, forget it, but normally this sort of overspending does not help in the long run, especially if you don't have it. Negatively, as I said earlier, people can just tell lies to mislead and manipulate others to get their own way.